Howdy, howlers. It's Sako Toomey, also known as Cassboyd. I write horror, and I'm a witch, and I'm a graphic designer, and sometimes I combine those three things. So if you are looking to market yourself as an author, or you're looking to be a witch, you're a witch, please drop by my channel. I would love to see you. I was going to have some guests, but nobody has come over yet. Which is fine. That's fine. That's fine. Welcome to the Witching Hour. Oh, I spoke too soon. Hooray!
Hi.
Welcome.
So you're live already? Oh, okay.
I am live at the moment. Yes, I literally just clicked the button and did my intro.
Very cool. Hi, I'm Bonnie. I write stuff. I write things.
What kind of stuff do you write?
I write all kinds of stuff.
Oh yeah, like slice of life type of stuff.
Well, I am writing a fantasy right now.
Ooh.
I finished, which I'm editing a. Actually, this is a nonfiction book that needs a little more editing, but it's been mostly formatted.
Cool.
I have another manuscript. This is a adult fiction.
Cool.
But it needs more. It's all single spaced and needs formatted. But I'm editing this. This is my last big project. And I haven't been writing too much nonfiction because I've just been focusing on writing a book. I have to be home, so
you might as well be productive, right?
I might as well do what I love and do what I want to be doing now that I have the opportunity.
Yes. Yes, queen.
For the moment. Circumstances change, things change, so I'm going to enjoy it while it lasts.
Oh, that.
Oh, I so knocked something over myself.
Oh my god.
Over here. But are you planning on just chatting or are you going to do sprints?
If you are looking to do sprints, then I will absolutely do sprints. In fact, we can do a sprint immediately. Oh, it's a Nikki.
Hello. I would be very pleased if I could get a little bit more words in.
Cool. Let's do.
I think I'm going to go make a drink.
That sounds amazing. Also, hello.
And hi, Nikki.
Hello.
I have some vodka and maybe some mango V8 splash.
That sounds amazing.
Maybe I'll even put it in a wine glass.
All right, I'm going to share my screen.
Nice to meet you, by the way. Sako.
Oh, Sako.
Face to face, or
I was like,
video
Nick,
to
you've
video.
met me before.
All right, let's do a quick sprint. I think 20 is good. In 3, 2, 1, let us do this thing. Dun, dun, dun.
So to be honest, I did zero work.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I made a drink and I turned on Rose's dance mix. And I was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Stepped outside for a minute, startled the deer in the yard.
I love the backlighting, like silhouette action that Nikki has going on,
Ooh, yeah, the green.
especially with the curly hair. I think it's beautiful.
Get the lights on. I was going to mimic it in the dark, but I
It's because of these two lamps.
Yeah, yeah.
What did I get done?
Here we go.
I didn't do anything.
I'm looking for more things to make Nightbot say.
I'm trying tropical V8 splash and Tito's.
I am really jealous of you right now. Because I would totally do that. That would totally be a thing that I would do.
Yeah, it might end up a really good night.
It might end up a really good night. I wish I had the booze, but I drank all my booze on Wednesday.
See, that's the benefit of not drinking very often is I always have booze left over.
That is true.
So my husband could polish off whatever he gets. And then whatever is for me, I have it 2 or 3 times. So,
Mojito.
that sounds
Also, vodka mojitos. I am all about the vodka mojitos.
I'm all about vodka.
so this will be the stream where you watch me get drunk. Right.
I don't
Hey,
drink.
I'm here for it.
I usually know my limits and I'll duck out. So
That's true. How was the sprint for you guys?
I continued working on that initiation ceremony because I need to get it written out so we can do it on Sunday. And
Like a Wiccan initiation or
hard to explain. It's for the OSC, for the Order of the Sacred Earth.
Ooh.
And yeah, it would be right and proper to do it on a new moon. So
Yes, Sunday. Are you doing it Saturday or Sunday?
I'm hoping to do it Sunday because the moon will be completely
at its
Yeah.
most covered. Yeah.
on Sunday.
Yeah, I have so many plans on Sunday. Like all the plans on Sunday.
Because I always do Rosh Chodesh on the new moon, but this is going to be added to all of that. So
Which server did you join? Did you join the Nano server? Did you join the Sako server? Which server did you join? Also, Christina came in halfway and drinking some beer and watching a Dave Enval stand-up show.
that sounds great.
He is the easiest for me to watch. I think because sometimes his humor is ignorant, but sometimes it's pretty funny.
It just sounds great that she's sitting back, having a drink, and having a laugh.
Yes,
So.
that is also my thought. Woo!
that is something I'm not very good at. I am very much a workaholic. I don't stop doing things very often.
And if that doesn't say I'm from country town in Eastern Oregon, I don't know what would.
Ooh, what are you drinking?
San Pellegrino.
Mm.
This is dark Morello cherry and pomegranate.
That
Pretty
sounds
good.
yummy.
Mm.
Sparkling water. Gotta hydrate.
Hydration, the bane of my existence.
Hey, I drank water between the espresso and the vodka.
You did.
I did. Like half a bottle, right?
Yeah. You were hydrating. I saw you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I still have some.
Still good.
I love how we're getting water bottle proof of life. Like, I promise, there's still water here.
So usually during my witching hour streams, I do tarot readings.
Ooh.
Mm.
Now, I am currently without my tarot decks, but I do have 2 40
Nice water
ounces.
bottle.
That is a water bottle. That is
Yeah.
a 40-ounce water bottle.
Mhm.
That screams bathroom.
I do all the hello Meadow. I do all the things. All right, so golden thread I think is the easiest to pull more cards from. I did these things. All right. Let's do a reading for sprints for the stream. So writing oriented. Okay.
Let's do the 8 ball. Should we not? Just
Ooh, 8 of Wands. Yeah. After the struggle, there is a time of quick movement and unstoppable action. You have an overflowing of energy and spirit to add to your tasks and your projects. That was kind of a weird sentence. Absolute and piercing willpower combined with swift and sure execution. Everything's shooting for the stars, man.
yeah.
That's an excellent card.
There's an app for that.
Yeah, there's an app.
God, there's an app for everything. What app is that?
This is the Golden Thread Tarot.
This is going down way too easy.
Yeah, I thought it might.
Oh, it's so good.
Because you've got the heaviness of the mango.
Oh, I put like this much Tito's in there.
Exactly.
And I'm like, I'm drinking this faster than the coffee or the water.
Like.
Also, Circle, feel free to like bounce me out. I won't get mad at any point.
I'm down for reading if you have time. Yay! But also not writing tonight. Okay. I think it'll let me do another reading. Single card. Digital. Digital? Okay. This one's for Christina. It is the 2 of Pentacles. How's my evening going? I think going. Do you feel good about this or not? I guess it's neutral. It wants me to log it. So the 2 of Pentacles reversed usually implies that you're juggling a lot of balls and it's getting harder and harder to juggle them. So you're kind of like walking the tightrope and it's really easy to fall off. Better watch your balance. So that was the reading for Christina. At least that's my interpretation of it. It didn't give it a definition, but I know enough tarot to where I can probably read it without the book.
I'm so giddy tonight.
Yeah, you is.
After all that espresso, I was already hyper, and now I'm having.
I've had 2 cups of coffee, so I'm like.
I know. I might finish all the laundry tonight.
That one is kind of perfect for this.
So the Two of Pentacles inverted. So the Two of Pentacles is the wisdom of Earth. So inverted, yeah, that would be everything is happening out of sight. It's something elusive, harder to get to, harder to see, and so you don't always know exactly what's going on.
You can't necessarily see the tightrope that you're walking on,
Yeah.
but all the balls are in the air.
See, I learned tarot from a very hermetic point of view, so I'm always fascinated hearing how other people read because it's very, very almost clinical in the way that I learned how to read.
Oh, Moon Money Creative popped in. Yay! Dropping by to say hi and hit like. Major deadline, so I gotta get straight to work. Okay. Do the thing. Slay those deadlines. Taking a couple of lazy days. Going to sleep in 10 minutes and we'll wake up for your stream!
You made me snort.
If you want to do reading for the cat face, okay. Let's do one for the cat face. Juvenated. Yeah, I know. Single card. I think it wants me to pay for more than single card. Wow, the reversed. I've been warned that the app does reversed cards like almost exclusively. This is the Five of Pentacles reversed. So I think of the Five of Pentacles reversed as two tragic ships passing in the night. Like there's a widow and like a wounded veteran, and they're in front of a church and they're passing each other, and they could help each other. They could. And they could go to the church for help. They could, but they don't do that. They just don't.
Yeah. So the way I learned it, that would be the injustice of Earth, or that which reduces your temporal strength. What makes you? It's draining. It's very draining and kind of blinding, but very much something that there's a wrongdoing.
And wrong to yourself.
Yes.
It's not so much that you're doing wrong to other people. I mean, in the sense that you could help other people, you could, but you're really dishonoring yourself in this regard.
Yeah, because proper justice actually begins at home, and everybody misses that when they talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah, stand up and relax night is, yeah, definitely a thing. Yeah, Bonnie. Yay! That is exactly what it was meant to be read. Awesome. Getting ready for stream at 11 at midnight. At midnight. You're welcome to pull a card for the Ava.
I have my first set of tarot cards that I still myself, but some people might be mad at me because I actually wrote on them.
That's
but
not bad.
I wrote the meanings of every card on them because it was my first deck. I didn't want to have to look up the meaning every time I drew a card.
No, that's awesome.
I transferred all the meanings onto the actual cards so I could learn to read them much easier with my first deck.
I can't remember the name of the deck, but when I used to teach tarot, there's actually a deck that has all of the base meanings actually printed on the cards.
Actually printed on the card.
And I would give those to them as their first deck because
Right.
it would help
Certain
them
people don't like
internalize
it,
the meanings of the cards as they were going through. They made for really good flashcards.
And they were really pretty cards too, but as you see, I wrote the meanings on all the cards.
Oh, I wonder what deck that is.
This is Crystal Tarot. And they're really beautiful, but I wrote everything because I wanted to remember them without looking them all up.
That's a great learning deck.
Yeah.
Great way to do it.
So, and the cards are really beautiful. I mean,
especially if you're reading reversed and upright. Like, I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
So,
and the art
really
is
beautiful cards.
Mm-hmm.
But this is my personal deck. But that's how it's much easier than going back every card, looking up. But once you get the hang of it, you'll remember. For me, I'm visual, so I remember better seeing it right on the card.
Oh, absolutely.
So this is the packaging.
It's gorgeous.
That is really pretty.
I've had these for quite a long time. It's a very nice it's a very nice deck. I have quite a few decks, but
so the thing about Post-it notes on tarot cards is that they become hard to shuffle. It becomes doubly thick, and
I don't know. These are
come
pretty
off really easily.
These are
come off really easily.
These have like a plastic coating on them,
mm-hmm.
and I put it on with a permanent marker.
Yeah,
I will say, I don't know if
sorry to interrupt.
We're not, but Post-it notes used to make that they were just basically the sticky part of the note, and they were kind of small, but you should be able to get the meaning on there, and it would still make it thick, but it wouldn't be as much in risk of falling off when shuffling if that's something you really wanted to do. If you wanted to put the meanings on them, but not write directly. But
I was drawing a card for.
I'm sorry. Please forgive me the more inebriated I get.
No worries. All right, Eva. Or was Eva the... No, that was Kat. Okay. Oh, there we go. You know what? I'm going to stop reading these reversed.
always flip a coin.
10 of Pentacles reversed. But 10 of Pentacles.
It's a lot of pentacles tonight.
A lot of pentacles tonight. Which means a lot of money, a lot of earth, a lot of grounding. Grounding is necessary, especially in the time that we are in right now with the just 2020 in general. Like, grounding is essential. Holy crap. But the 10 of Pentacles is like legacy, right? It's your not just. Oh my gosh, this clock!
It's wonderful.
It would be wonderful, except I have to sleep through it, and then I have this Beatles clock on top of it.
Earplug.
Oh, I love cuckoo clocks with the strings. Oh, I love those. I love them. I love them.
So tens are generally seen as the cards of either the kingdom or of the presence. So they are the full manifestation of whatever the element of the card is. And so pentacles being the card of earth, going into the fullness of the kingdom of earth, or coming into the presence of earth. And when I say the word presence, it really doesn't work because the word there comes from the word shakan, which means the covering. So it's got a connotation of being protected and being included. It's not just like, oh, you're here. It's you're here. You know what I'm saying? It's being a part of and within it. And it's really good to think about what the question was that you had in your mind when you were thinking about that one, because the materiality of it is being fully present will give a lot more meaning to what the card means.
Yeah. And it has to do, usually I think of like a grandfather with his grandchildren and family in the background, and it's just legacy. It's just the idea that you have, your name is carried on and that you are a part of something bigger than yourself.
Yeah.
Which is not a terrible thing.
No.
No, it's actually quite wonderful. I should have you like guest on my witchy stream, Charlie, if you are up for it. I think that'd be super fun.
Something that if you were interested in, like I said, I learned more like illuminist magic. I learned more like much more arcane occult things and less witchy. So
that's not a bad thing. I mean, technically I'm doing the Chaos Witch thing. And I've been reading through this backwoods witchcraft, which is Appalachian Conjure. But that is definitely not like the Appalachian Conjure is like, I can see a couple of things that I do that is applicable to my practice. But in general,
yeah, I was very reluctant to talk about a lot of my experiences that way. But when I was doing the world building series on the podcast, I did an episode on Illuminism because it's something that I never see in a magic system. We were talking about magic systems, and I never see that. Like this idea of gaining wisdom and knowledge through magic. Like that's the point and purpose of it. And I went through and used Dion Fortune's books because they were the most accessible for people. The training and work of an initiate on there, and people were really interested in a way that I did not expect. I really did not expect because, you know, I came up in a generation where this was like stuff you didn't really talk about.
Yeah, I follow.
And
I picked up this book a while back. I haven't got a chance to read it, but it looked really interesting. It's called Brain Magic by Philip Farber. And it talks about invocation and neuroscience. It's called Brain Magic. It talks about magic and neuroscience together.
Actually, there's a lot of interesting research in those fields, depending on what you think of him, because it really is more of a Rorschach test of what you think of an individual, unfortunately, because he is very outspoken. But Rupert Sheldrake did a lot of very interesting studies on psychism and magic in relationship to neurology and quantum physics, and came up with some fairly interesting results.
This does have a lot of things like hypnosis in it. Certified hypnosis. So they do talk about.
Well, the whole, so hypnagogia, right, is a really, really big part of chaos magic. And Albert Einstein got his ideas that way. Ernest Hemingway got his ideas that way. And there's a lot to be said about what's in your subconscious, and what you do there can affect how you act and how the world reacts to you in your waking time.
Yeah.
So what hypnagogia is,
an aura reading.
right, and you got to be in that hypnagogic state in order to see auras, right?
Yeah. And that's where a lot of these worlds collide, is learning learning basic mindfulness meditation starts getting you into a place where you start understanding different levels of consciousness and different experiences that you can have within your own mind. But especially if you're doing this through a more Buddhist track, once you start getting into like the deeper ideas of the 4, 8, or 16, or pick your poison number, because every school has a different number of genres of meditative absorptions, you really start understanding how your mind works, which is the point of that. And that's what, me at least, a lot of magic is. It's about learning how your mind works and how to use it for your advantage and to lessen its detrimental effects upon you.
Mhm.
Intuition exercises. I do divine, if that's what you mean. Like tessiography or tessiography, I guess you could say it as. I've only ever seen it written. I've never actually pronounced it. The reading of tea leaves or coffee grounds. I read bones. Yeah.
Mostly read my own cards when I'm troubled or super excited about something or questioning something. And then I'm also into scrying. So it's mostly focusing and trying to concentrate the mind on a specific thing for me.
Oh, I wish I could do that.
When I use the cards and meditate or do scrying, I feel like it's just me almost looking not necessarily to an outer source, but going more inner and expanding my mind at new possibilities that may come to me in the form of something else, because that's your subconscious mind relating to you. But I feel like doing a tarot reading, even as you're doing it, just helps focus in and pinpoint on the things that are really bothering you or making you happy in correlation to that. And then if you focus and meditate on that, you can really conquer some issues.
Well,
I wish I could do that.
just remember, Bonnie, the second aphorism of the 24 Philosophers, which is one of my favorite books, is, God is an intelligible sphere. Its surface is everywhere and its center is nowhere. And that is the best way to understand what your experiences are. Any encounter with the divine, it can happen within you. It can happen in interpersonal relations with another person, another creature, a plant, an animal.
I do believe there are outside sources. If that's what you're divine, I definitely do believe that 100%, because we can't see all energies.
Not to sound too much like the Oracle from the Matrix, but what'll really bake your noodle is when you realize that outside and inside are not exactly as separated as you think they are.
Right. A drop in a petri dish.
Yep.
What is it?
Again, I'd like to remind people I am under the influence.
It's okay.
I'm going to have another one too.
I encourage such.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Heather. I don't do readings off of photos, but I do talk to the dead. I particularly like going into graveyards and stuff like that. I get drunk, like not on any fluid or anything like that. Just the flow of power just like knocks me on my ass.
Yep. Exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Mm.
And you got to be careful because there are always hangers on. Like you got to do a little something for yourself, or otherwise you're going to get some hitchhikers. Like,
yeah, in our tradition we call them the Ibarim, the attached born, that basically go, oh, your life will fix mine, and just try to cling on to you.
Yeah.
Spiritual barnacles. They're sometimes able to be helped, and sometimes you just don't want them to happen at all.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of paranormal videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
But a lot with like I don't know if you guys know, like Mosarji, Omar, like Omar Gosh TV, his stuff.
I'll be back.
CJ Faison,
Yeah.
like all of them, they go on like all these ghost hunting things, and it's pretty cool.
Ghost hunting kind of cracks me up. I'm like,
Is
he's
it-
right there.
Isn't scry? What is it? What was it that Bonnie said? Scrying?
Yes.
Crying. Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't that when like if you wanted to talk to somebody, like you
No.
wanted to talk to a ghost or something like that?
No,
Spirit or something?
scrying is literally just looking into something for answers. So it could be a crystal ball or an obsidian ball or fire or it's so scrying and divining are very close to each other.
Yes. Scrying is how Nostradamus got the quatrains, at least according to tradition, is he looked into the reflection of a flame in a bowl of water. Ooh, that's pretty.
Ooh,
That's gorgeous.
so
That is a
cool.
gorgeous crystal
That
ball.
is so pretty.
Oh, that is so cool.
Your hair. Bonnie, you're muted
Yeah.
again.
Your
I was gonna say
audio.
you're muted now.
I was gonna say this is what I use for scrying.
Yeah.
It's really heavy, so
And now you're using
really
it for
heavy,
workout.
and you can use it. She likes to be held. She likes to be held.
Most
Right.
trying crystals do.
Mm-hmm.
And your money do.
But you can put
Ultra
different lights or candles in it. It makes the experience different every time.
Yep.
So,
Dude,
this is my
Savannah. So here's the thing. Like, Savannah is paved with the dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Under the roads in Savannah are just fields and fields and fields of the dead. Like, because they ran out of space in the cemeteries during the Civil War, so they started just burying them in the street, and then they eventually paved. And so, and that's one of the reasons why they haven't moved the cobblestones and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because the stuff that you would find would be batty. But like ghost talks and ghost walks and stuff like that in Savannah are they are choice. They're awesome.
And I know there's people out there who don't believe in those kind of things, but it really is real. If you experience it, you know what I mean. You know, I mean, there's no denying it if you experience it.
Oh yeah, I've seen things too.
Seen things, feel things,
My
things.
favorite
Things, and I felt things, and yeah.
my favorite one so far was when I was in college, and my friends were in an apartment where there had been a fire, and a small boy had perished in the fire, and there is a photo that was taken of a closet, a walk-in closet that the light was off, and in the photo there is fire and the outline of a small boy in the photo. So like the light was off, and yet and yet the photo turned out with
Sako, I want to show you this really cool photo I took with my phone of the moon. It was a full moon, and you could clearly see the moon was like the center point, and see each eye. You could see the face around the moon, and
that's awesome.
it's in a photo. There's no denying it. I mean, you can see the irises, and I have it on a few different things of mine, but I mean, how can you see things like that for your own eyes and deny it?
Ooh, I'd like to see
Easily.
that picture.
Easily. We had a friend that used to go around with us when we go legend tripping, and he saw so much of the craziness in the area. I mean, I know he saw the Taffy Man when we went looking for him. I know he was there when our car almost got flipped in one of the tunnels because the spirits got angry because Queenie couldn't keep his mouth shut. Um, and antagonized him, and the car is like rocking and stuff. And then the next morning, he'd be like, "It's so sad nothing happened last night." Like, you're always talking about how you've seen all these crazy
I'll be right back.
see them, and I'm just like, "You were there.
You were there.
You were there." Like, it's the powers of never underestimate the human power of denial.
Yeah, no kidding. Antietam, by the way, also one of the more haunted places I've been.
Yeah.
Like Hagerstown, Maryland.
Oh yeah, Maryland.
Yeah.
That's where
you can see the soldiers coming over the hill.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we've in Gettysburg several times because we used to hang out in Gettysburg a lot.
Yeah,
Like,
saw the battlefield.
You just randomly just like drive by the battlefield and be like, "Huh, that's her out again." It was just such a regular occurrence.
Oh my God.
What did Brian say in the background? I heard him talking.
Poor unfortunate straight friend.
Yeah.
His power of denial was amazing, and we were out. We were actually just out hunting in general, and we came across the Dueo. And had he not had the window up and I not pulled away quick enough, he probably would have gotten savaged by it.
Yeah,
it charged the car.
It did. Yeah,
it stood up and charged the car.
Yeah,
and the next morning he was just like, "Oh man, we drove around.
We drove around for hours, and nothing happened."
Nothing
I'm like,
happened. It's like,
what?
We got
yeah, you almost got slashed by the Dueo.
We got charged with the Dueo last night. Like, what the hell? Yeah, the power of humans to just completely block out. It's like that's like when they put that in Buffy, I was like, that is the most correct thing about the paranormal I've ever seen in a TV series.
Yeah, no kidding.
Ever.
And I noticed that as you get older and like you have all these trappings that you have like kind of blocking you in, and getting over those trappings is interesting.
So if you want to see that picture, it's actually the picture on my last NaNoWriMo project for the book cover.
Okay.
And if you look on an iPad or something, you can zoom in. You can see. I mean, you can see it, but you can really see it.
See, we've got a bunch of videos that I want to do something with on the channel because we've got the the restaurant has 2 resident spirits in there, and one night we actually caught them talking to each other on the camera. Like, you can't make out what they're saying, but you can clearly hear the chattering.
Mm-hmm.
It was so bad. We found out about it because the bartender who was closing that night called us and said, "I'm not staying in there. The ghosts are being too noisy. I can't take it." And we like immediately like loaded the cameras up to like, okay, got to see this. And the other one we caught was it Piano Man? Knock a beverage over into one of the chef's laps. Like, you can clearly see there's nothing around it. There's nothing there. And then all of a sudden it just flips up in the air. The cup just flips up in the air and spills and goes straight at him. And we've got quite a few of those that I want to do something with, but I haven't decided exactly what.
Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there.
Well, that one gets even more fun because when I pulled the clip is pulled a bunch of time ahead, and I was just watching it just to see like whatever, because I was standing there in the conversation when it happened, and it turns out that a minute beforehand, the chef, because it was one of the chefs was off duty at the time, he was sitting there drinking a beer, and then I made him a cocktail, called it Avada Kedavra because we were having fun with it.
Yeah, we were doing our
the
Halloween
cocktail was sitting on
cocktails.
the bar, and then he was having a beer, and he reached over with his left hand, which he never uses, moved the beer over 6 inches 1 minute before the other cup shot up into the air and then knocked into the drink.
Yeah.
Had he not moved his beer over, the the spilt cocktail would have poured between his legs. But the beer was right in the way to deflect the flow of the cocktail right onto his leg to make it look like he peed himself.
Yeah.
And I was teasing him earlier that day because he said the piano man had been bothering him. I'm like, what did you do to piss him off? You better make your apologies. And then he didn't. And then later that night that happened, and we happened to get it recorded.
And it's great because right when it happens, he's just like, fucking piano man. Like, like he knew instantly who did it. Like, it was so funny. But yeah.
He did apologize a day later, for the record.
So if you are not already a member on the Discord, there's the link. We often do hangouts in the voice chat, and sometimes I'll do tutorials and stuff like that, like super fun. Or I'll just like break out my poi and spin and dance for a while.
I love you, Sako. I know you don't know me, but I love you. You've never,
okay. I love you too.
never touched me, but I love you.
It's super fun. I'm going to be spinning fire on Saturday night.
Ooh.
I started to be naughty, and I decide to get naughtier.
Ooh.
Ooh. See, that takes on a whole new meaning because you're in avatar mode. So
That's right.
The imagination runs wild.
Please.
Absolutely. Christina went to bed. Now I'm scrolling up to look at things because the comments were jumping like whoa.
That was a great song back in like whoa.
Like whoa. Naked bomb rip. Yeah.
It would take too long to get dressed again in between turning the camera on and off.
Yeah.
Just strip down and then get dressed real quick and turn the camera back on just to do it.
Eva, I love your imagination. I don't say this to you often enough. I love your imagination.
Yeah.
I wish I was in Illinois right now. Never thought I'd ever say that sentence in my life, but I really wish I was in Illinois right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Dun 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 dun.
I
got a rider weight deck.
Yep. Those are mine. My sister-in-law got them.
Nice. Yep. I'm only about 14 miles from the state line.
Don't tempt me.
You pass by a bud shop on the way.
I'm just saying, when travel is safe, I do think I'm gonna have to go visit Eva. I'm just saying.
You know, I was actually in Reno, Nevada the day that they legalized marijuana for recreation and opened the dispensaries for the public. The day of, I was there.
That sounds hella fun.
Yeah, and then I went out to Lake Tahoe from there, which was only about an hour drive.
I do that too.
Oh, I love
Fly out to
Tahoe.
Reno and then drive out to Tahoe.
Oh yeah, I want to go back.
Yeah, me too. That's
What's
usually
up, fam? What's up, fam?
That's
sorry. We got some good friends out there. So.
Ice cream. That's the stuff that we put on my that Daddy put on my back, and then I put on your shoulder.
Wow. Did I hear that right?
What?
It sounded like you were gonna sit on someone's shoulder.
Sounds fun.
No, we saw a commercial for Aspercream.
Wait a minute. Wow. That sounds really fun. Sorry.
No. I was saying, oh, we saw just the commercial for Aspercream. And I was like, oh, that's the stuff that Dad put on my back
Mhm.
slash shoulder blade. And then my best friend over here, Lindsay, I can't show. Wait, Lindsay.
Hmm.
I put that stuff on her shoulder because her shoulder was hurting her.
Right on.
How does it feel now?
Well, I hate to run, but my dad made me a beef stew for my birthday, and we have leftovers, and it just got heated up. And the hubby, being the sweet, marvelous perfection that he is, made cornbread to go with it. So,
Oh, hell yes. Well, we love you, Charlie, and keep in touch for coming on my stream and talking about Illuminism.
well, anytime. I like I said, I'm getting more comfortable talking about stuff.
I'm open to whatever dish you're serving, man. Like, I'm here for it.
So yeah, just let me know. And thank you, Eva, and have the fun. And bye bye.
Bye-bye. Also,
This is why
Catherine's
I don't drink
screamed,
very often.
Charlie and hubby. You gonna pull some cards for us, Nikki?
I'm gonna see what card I get. Because I swear if I get the one card that I've been getting, that's gonna be weird. Oh my gosh.
Well, that usually means that it's trying to tell you something.
And of course, what did I get?
Hey, that's not a bad thing.
I've been getting that card a lot.
That just means you know what you're doing. You
I
have
like
that. Like,
I took
you
it out of the
have
deck and I
tools,
flipped it over to look at it and I was like, oh,
you have the tools, you have the skill set. Like, fucking do it.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah, driving under the influence is still not legal. Holy shit. I would think that having a pipe in one hand,
You shouldn't
that's
be
still driving under the
driving
influence.
with anything.
Like, that's still a DUI, right? Like,
You should not be driving and
Why
doing
would that person do that? That's just
yeah.
even certain prescription drugs. You shouldn't be driving under.
In fact, there's a little warning at the bottom of most of mine saying, hey, it might make you a little wonky.
Yeah,
You don't want to operate machinery.
Right.
All right, bye, Catherine. Dun, 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 dun. Damn this jump.
I still hear people writing, but I don't feel bad because I have been doing sprints all day.
All day.
All day.
It is okay to be chatty.
It's 12:30. Most of us been up on streams off and on doing writing sprints since 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. So I
only wrote twice today.
I wrote a little bit today, but not a lot.
I only did 2 sprints today.
I think I did 6 sprints writing productive today.
And I didn't even do my vlog yet.
Sweet dreams, Chandra.
I wish you were drinking with me. It is Friday.
It is
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th. Here's to that. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow.
My story might get really exciting if I start writing now. It might turn into something different.
Hey, write drunk, edit sober. That is Ernest Hemingway's like claim to fame.
Edit in quiet. Complete silence. I can write with whatever. I cannot edit with anything going on.
Oh, really?
Mm-mm.
Mama Ward is like about 100, pages from the end of editing. 7 weeks until this year is over. I'm expecting more of the same, but maybe not as severe because people are starting to accept this as the new normal.
It's hard for me to accept it. I mean, as the new normal. I get protecting yourself and others with the face mask. I get that. I get washing your hands. I get better sanitation. I don't get stopping another year of everything. I don't get that. But we don't want the spread. But I can't imagine not functioning.
There are too many people not using the masks.
I can't. No more movies. No more malls. No more museums. No more vacations. No more trips to visit other people's. No more excitement. No more kids playing dodgeball together. You know what I mean? You can't think of that as the new norm.
The whole social distancing
disturbed if this lasts too long. I feel that way having small children. So
I feel terrible for children right now.
Oh yeah.
For real.
Yeah. But they're going to have major social disorders because they're going to be scared of everybody. We have to get this sickness under control. So everybody does need to make sure they're doing everything they can to keep from getting sick and keep from getting somebody else sick. So we can figure out a solution for this as quick as possible.
Exactly.
So.
Pfizer has a 90% what's the word I'm looking for? There was a 90% accuracy for making it happen. So it's a 2-dose vaccine that lasts for 7 days. And 7 days is not a lot of time. However, being that I'm getting on a plane tomorrow, I could totally see taking a 2-dose vaccine before I get on a plane.
Would you take that even not having any signs of sickness?
Yes.
Yeah, I couldn't. For one, I have a major needle phobia.
I have to
major needle phobia. I would never get any inoculation unless it was absolutely positively necessary. I don't know. I'm just, that's me personally. Some people need it. Luckily, in general, I don't usually get sick, but I look at a needle, I'm like,
I was afraid of needles until I was in the hospital. And they would wake me up in the middle of the night to pull blood.
Yeah, no, you'd find me dead somewhere. I would just, you have those stereotypes about men not liking to see the doctor. Stereotypes, I'm saying. Yeah, that's me. I'm not going unless I'm crawling in the door at that point. It's just the way I am. Luckily, I'm predominantly a healthy person, but not everybody has that luxury of being predominantly healthy. So I get it. But me, I hate needles. So that's a personal issue. But
so does Lindsay.
As soon as you say vaccine, I get shivers up my spine. Like, oh,
she hears blood work the night before. She's like, no.
And I've had needles, and you know what? I've passed out probably every time.
My husband passes out.
I've dealt with needles my whole life.
My husband got a tattoo sleeve to get over his fear of needles. And it didn't work.
I have a tattoo, and for some reason I was able to get the tattoo with no issue, but it's not
Because it's,
behind me. But it
yeah,
felt like a pen scratching me. It wasn't somebody like injecting a long needle into me either.
but
You
it
know?
was.
Well, I didn't see the long needle.
You didn't see the
It
needle.
looked like a
It
pen.
came out of your
It
skin.
looked like a pen. I think mindset plays a big thing with that too. So trauma can be
Also, a vaccine will do nothing if you're already sick. So what a vaccine is a weakened version of the strain, so that your body can make antibodies so that you have your immunity. Like, that's how vaccines work. And it's not a treatment.
who knows how many people had it last winter when a lot of people were getting sick before they called it all this.
I got it in May, and I got it in isolation.
So maybe you've already built up the antibodies to it.
So the problem is that it keeps mutating. So people who have had it are catching it again and again.
Yeah, it needs to get under control.
Oh, what, this virus thing?
Yeah, it's ruining everybody's lives. It's making
is.
everybody miserable and withdrawn and scared of each
And
other.
it's turning people against each other. It's making people say, well, you know, you don't do this, you don't do that, or you do this, or you do that. You're dumb. You're dumb for doing that. You're dumb for not doing that.
Well, then you're being judgmental. Then who are you to judge anybody else? The thing is, everybody needs to do what they can to keep everyone safe.
Right.
I don't know. You can't make other people's choices for them, but you can get people to want to keep people safe.
My governor was so wishy-washy about doing a mask mandate. Like, please wear a mask. Please wear a mask. And
it's required here in where I live in New York. I mean, it should be, but
it should be required.
You could get arrested for not wearing a face mask in the Walmart because they'll say you're trespassing because you're not allowed in there without one.
Wow.
Right.
Oh yeah, they had guards at the door and everything before. They just removed the guards.
They just removed the guards in they were doing like social distancing like mandates in our grocery stores and stuff like that.
Yeah, nobody's following that. They put the arrows going one direction, the other. People don't pay attention. They go where they gotta go, you know.
I live in North Carolina.
End of an aisle to go this way. I mean, you can't. What are you gonna do? Do the best you can to protect everybody else and yourself.
I live in North Carolina.
Yeah.
I'm not around people that much either. So even if I go to the store, I am wearing a face mask. I am staying away from other people. I am using sanitizer when I go in the store and when I come out of the store.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I am using disinfectant spray when I can get a hold of it, you know, to do all the things I need.
Keep a little thing of disinfectant in my purse.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to go vote, and all four of us, Mom, Dad, me, and Lindsay, all wore masks. And all of the, I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but like all of the Trump supporters were wearing no freaking masks.
Yeah.
Not one single freaking
I wear my mask every time I go out. And you know what? We actually had our voting in our town park instead of our town center. They did it in our actual town park in like a building there. So it was very open, easy for people to go in and out very quickly. Our voting went very quickly.
Yeah, they're completely disregarding the rules as a political statement because Trump wasn't respecting The rules.
Oh, it doesn't exist.
It's a hoax.
It's a hoax. There's no such thing as the coronavirus. It's all part of whatever. It's fake. Yeah, that's why 200,000.
I just completely stopped watching the news because it wasn't good for my well-being.
I can't watch the news because
it's like a nightmare and a terror every time I turn it on. I'd rather just focus on my little writing world, keeping my family safe and fed and healthy, and doing the things I need to do education-wise for the kids and myself, well-being and function.
And I mean, I understand trying to keep up with it, trying to just talk about it with other people to get their opinions, to just talk it out.
We're like a year in now, so
getting yourself to relax because you're talking about it with somebody else, getting their opinion, and maybe learning from them. And
I'm already
okay.
I'm already anxious now talking about needles and then sickness. I'm like I'm drinking. I'm all like, oh, it's horrible.
I've had to have a PICC line once, and a PICC line is a really, really thick needle. That was hell. And the guy tried 6 times.
Oh.
And I was like, no, you're not touching me. The 5th time, I was like, no. I was yelling at him. I was like, you are not touching me again. I was like, I'm sorry.
Break for a minute. Back. I needles. I'm just like, oh, so I'm going to walk away for a second and use the restroom. I'll be back.
Okay.
And then like the last time, he's like, let me just try one more time.
Yeah.
And it didn't work. So I had to have a Broviac, which is a thing that goes into your chest to go into your main vein in like the main artery or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to have that done.
Goodness.
Yeah.
There were Democratic commercials here about going to restaurants to save them, giving the same ignore the protocols message, so we were getting the attitude from both parties. Oh my God. No fucking wonder we have. Yeah, let's talk about pet fun. Oh, my phone is telling me to go to bed. Stoats. You're breathing into your mark, sweetheart.
Oops.
I know that's a thing in Russia, but I don't think there's a thing stateside where you can do it. Hello, Eddie. Oh, goodness. I want a bat. If I could have a pet bat, oh, I would be so happy. Oh my God. I want a pet bat. They're so cute. And the bats in my area, oh my God, they're so cute. They don't have like the little, like, snubby nose where you can see the inside of their nostrils and stuff. Some states allow foxes as pets.
I want to, yeah, I would love to have a bat, a fox. What else would be really cool?
Yeah.
Ooh, I would love to have a squirrel.
Squirrels?
Like a pet squirrel. I don't know why.
Squirrels. So the thing about like befriending a wild animal is they can turn on you at any second. So as long as you're the one with the food, they're your friend.
Yeah.
finished the next script and it's 4,600 words long. Holy cannoli. Illinois, the language is hard to read, but I think I can. So as long as it is born and bred in captivity, it's not among the local sort, maybe. I'm gonna be right back.
Oh, the sugar gliders. I like the sugar gliders are cool. Aren't they like flying squirrels? Excuse me. Yeah, the sugar gliders are flying squirrels. Those things are cute. Oh, a lemur! That's another cool thing. That would be another cool pet to have. A little lemur. Or a ferret. Or a bird. Okay, I'm gonna.
I have returned. Oh, don't spoil it for me. I want it for PS5 so bad. Oh my god. Oh. How long ago was your stroke, baby? So, the worst that I have had happen since my stroke was that I have these weird pauses.
Oh, sorry.
You're still playing my thing.
Weird pauses. What do you mean?
So before the stroke, and I still try to do this, is I think 3 times before I say something. It just takes me longer to think those things through before I say them now. Reading out loud helps a lot.
Is it like certain things? Like you think, like you're trying to think of something, and then you have to think about it. Like, wait, what am I thinking of? You know, you have to think about it so much.
My train of thought derails a lot more.
Oh, I'm so derailed right now. My husband's gonna wake up and be like, "This bee started a fire in the backyard." He's gonna be like, "What did you do?" I was like, be like, "It's cold out." Right. This is why I don't drink, because I do so much stupid stuff. Like, I stepped outside. I'm like, "Oh, I should go start a fire outside in the fire pit." There's wood.
Why the heck not?
Why the fuck not? I have like one neighbor who's like a few acres away. Nobody's gonna fucking bother me. Maybe a deer or a possum or a fox or something, maybe, but I can handle it.
I hear a cat.
I was gonna say, whose cute kitty is that?
No, he's not cute. It's my son's cat.
No, he's not cute. It's my son's cat.
Beast
Bonnie's
sneaks
son's
in here.
cat is meowing
He's
in the
not that good. He's bad. He's bad.
Oh, look
Oh,
at that cute face, though.
Ugh. He's so bad.
Why? What did he get into?
It's mean, but I would give him away when he wasn't looking if I could. That one, he's bad. He's bad.
Scratching on stuff.
No, he'll like literally knock the entire garbage can over. He does. He's bad. He's bad.
Spray bottle.
No, he's fast. He's fast. He knows he's bad. So when he sees me coming, he like really takes off because he's like, "Uh-oh, I'm gonna be in trouble."
Yeah, damn right.
Yeah, I'm gonna close you downstairs.
Right.
It's the worst. Like when you just like mop the floors and then one bad cat comes in and walks through in a matter of moments. It's like worse than a kid sometimes. Making messes.
Mary died of typhoid.
Oh, maybe I should go. Am I being too obnoxious?
No, you're being wonderful.
No.
You guys have no idea. Now that I've started, I've got all these things I'm gonna do tonight. When nobody's looking.
And in 5 years, you've written 2 million words. That's awesome.
This is why I can't drink too much, because I get silly and I want to do all these stupid things. And then I get drunk and then I actually do all these stupid things.
That's not a terrible thing.
Well, whatever. You'll find me passed out on the trampoline and it's ice covering me.
How much did she have to drink? 2.
Right. I'm gonna have more. I figure I've been feeling like so melancholy. Like tonight is the best I've felt in a long time. So I'm enjoying this evening. I'm enjoying this evening. I'm embarrassing myself, but it's okay because whatever.
I would love to see what you write, Mama Ward.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see what you write. What is it that you do write? Actually, I asked that amongst you guys too. What do you write?
Should we read something to you?
Yes.
What do you want to read? What do you want? What do you want? What kind of a story do you want to read?
Something spooky.
Oh, I don't have spooky.
Oh, how about a thriller?
I have my current fantasy. Let's see.
Ooh, that sounds cool.
Yeah, it's not edited. Let me see.
Did you do that 5 minutes thing with Orla?
No.
Oh, that's a shame.
This is not for kids, but
Like there's kids on this stream.
let me see what. Oh, that's. I'm nervous. This is not.
You don't want to read it if it makes you nervous. Shoot.
Let me find a different part. That's what's right in front of my face. Do you have something you want to share, Nikki?
I have unedited stuff that's opened for my nano project. I can see the gears turning.
I can read something for you, but it has a little bit of sexual to it, but nothing like. Can I?
Yeah.
And I wouldn't do this if I wasn't drunk either. I'll read you just a short paragraph.
Okay.
Bree
Just-
wanted Edmund more and more as her body began pulsating. The urge grew stronger and stronger the more she dwelled on the thought. The tingles flowed up her legs and into the sensitive areas of her breasts and between her thighs. They tightened as her thoughts grew more intense. She began to quiver, then snap out of the feeling. Her mind was playing tricks on her once again. She groaned and rubbed her stomach as she tried to walk off the feeling. Her feet moved faster than her body as she wobbled a little off balance. Bree sat on the bench across the street to regain her mental and physical composure.
Ooh.
Is that... What do you think of that?
Walk it off, baby.
What do you think of that?
You were very terse and to the point with
Right.
your delivery. You're like, I'm just going to get through this.
That was not a novel I was working on. This is just something I was writing. So.
Drink more.
Tell me more. The story I'm currently working on is nothing like this, but
here, I'll read what I've got like 554 words of this.
That's not edited. That's just a little paragraph.
Actually, I like the mummies one. The mummies one is pretty cool.
What do you think, Nikki?
No. I don't know what I think. Oh gosh.
Hey, that kind of stuff sells.
I keep going back to the nanosite instead of going back to my story.
I would like to get better. The current story I'm working on has no eroticness or steaminess to it, but this story does. So I have written some of those. I have a lot of alone time. What do you want? I'm just saying. I have a lot of alone time.
I can read a dirty story.
That's fine. That one's not. That's not even anything. What are you gonna do? I mean.
So my main character is an empath. She's an empathic spirit healer. And she's trying to figure out her gifts. She's still learning it. And she's, from what I know, like empaths from like shows and stuff like that, like she could feel people's emotions and feel yeah, she goes and this one chapter I have, she links up and she's trying to find out where her roommate went to. So she uses her gifts and tries to find where she is using her empathic skills.
How do I get to my actual thingy?
Do you want me to read something else?
No, hold on. I want to read a thing. Oh my gosh.
Maybe not so steamy.
Live journal wants all the things.
I got like no feedback from you guys, and I went like way out sharing.
Hey, and I said, yes, I am 18 years of age. Wow, I guess it's 1 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Let it be.
It sounded cool.
Yeah, it's my dad's clock.
Is it getting too late?
No. I intend on... Okay.
Letting me embarrass myself long as I will. This is
Actually,
this may be the last stream I drink on, for sure.
Hold on. I think I do have it on here. Okay, awesome. I think this is the edited version too. It's 7,000 words.
Oh.
That might be a little long for the stream, huh?
Maybe just a short paragraph or something.
Okay. How about the steamiest of the paragraphs?
I'm just picking random paragraphs out of these old files that I was going through earlier.
Okay, so this is first person. It's from a male perspective, and he is a mage who is trying to get laid by werewolves.
Ooh, I'm gonna stand up for a little bit.
Okay. Tanya still had my head in her grasp when she turned to Lily to finally speak. Her words were all deep growls and little yips. I'll let you have your little trophy toy for now, but you owe me. Lily grumbled and continued her path away from the moot, dragging me behind her like a rag doll. What the hell did I get myself into? Lily dragged me a good 10 minutes into the thick forest. She threw me hard against a tree, but she pulled her punches. I'm sure she would have grabbed my hair had I enough to grab, so she instead grabbed the back of my head, pulling me into a violent kiss. The makeout session was a struggle for power as we grabbed at each other, attempting to gain the upper hand. I grabbed her by her red mussed tresses and wrenched her head back hard, catching her off guard. This gave me enough time to reverse positions, giving her a turn to be thrown against the tree. Her claws extended as she arched her back, digging in deep into the bark as I reached around her, unbuttoning, unzipping, and pulling down her jeans just enough to make her womanly bits accessible, all in one aggressive motion. I felt eyes in the darkness watching us, and while it should have made me wary, all it really did was drive me further. I didn't bother to disrobe, but just pulled out my erection and claimed my prize. And then, of course, it gets
Even steamier.
even steamier.
Yeah. I wouldn't share the steamiest stuff.
I could, but that's like, I'll be releasing this story after I release this book thing.
You know that story I read you, that little piece?
Mm-hmm.
I actually used to have that published on Wattpad, and I got over 130 reads in less than a month.
Cool.
I hear that's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
Because I barely tagged it, and I didn't even put like a title to it. And that's a while back. I took it down because I was getting weird messages from like Web Novel and places like that. But
Get some rest, Mama Ward.
People read that kind of stuff, so
Absolutely.
I enjoy it.
I read and write a lot of fan fiction.
Hey, there is nothing wrong with fan fiction.
No, there's not.
I write a lot of
At this point, actually, I don't know at this point. I heard earlier.
I write a lot of Clareline fan fiction.
Oh, that's awesome.
I like Pokemon fan fiction. I like to poke fun of Brock. Nurse Joy. Brock and Nurse Joy. And I was working on a Cancel Sean Boston fan fiction, but that is on hold.
Oh,
So
is that? Yeah.
Yeah. So
I have finished all of my beverages.
I've had fun with you guys tonight.
I had fun with you.
I'm going to continue on. I think I'm going to stay up really late.
That is awesome. Apparently, I'm staying up late too.
Yeah, I'm feeling really great. I'm going to be very obnoxious tonight.
I should probably try and get some sleep just because I've got, granted, I don't drive out there until 2 or 3. So I'm like doing math in my head, like if I go to bed now, how much sleep can I get?
See, I'm going nowhere tomorrow. Nowhere Tomorrow, and I had a 4-shot espresso on Heather's stream right before yours, and then I switched over to Tito's vodka and V8 Splash.
B8 Splash.
Well, it's pretty good. It's the tropical one. That's what I had in there.
Those are delicious.
Pretty good.
Super delicious.
So
You got.
I'm gonna probably go so I can go be super obnoxious downstairs.
Oh, but we like the company.
Mhm.
Oh, I feel like I'm so embarrassing myself just because I'm drinking more.
You're not embarrassing yourself. You're being fine.
Let me see. I
You're
just
just being
read some
fine.
steamy stuff. a little bit. Just a tiny. But not everything is like that. Not everything is like that. I actually had a great idea I'm working on for a children's book too. So
Awesome.
yeah. But that's not right now. It's not the season for it for me.
Oh, I follow. They say that you should not. Well, they say that you should not release a single book as your debut, and that you should start with your anchor series first, and then you can do your, individual books willy-nilly. But just the timing of doing a cyberpunk book like in 2020 was just like, for me, like it just seemed like the right time to release it.
I've started stories, but I don't think that I had good ideas for, but I don't think I was emotionally prepared to write yet. If that makes any sense. So, like, I started a quarantine sci-fi type story, fiction story, and I started writing it. I'm about 13,000 in, and then I was like, you know what? I can't write this right now. It's too relative right now for me to. I'm living in it too much right now to write this story.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to put that aside. Different feelings. So
I definitely know those feels.
Yeah.
Like I'm living in this right now, and
right. I can't write this any further.
Right? On one hand, like I could write the thing like most effectively were I living it at the time, but it's just, and part of that is therapeutic, I suppose, but it's also like pouring salt into old wounds.
Right.
I
figure I will finish that story once I am not feeling like I'm living so intensely under it. More like so I can look back and see full picture instead of writing in the present.
Yeah.
Without knowing what's coming.
Yeah.
But to even expand it or imagine off of that, I don't want to imagine the worst and then it comes true. So I'm going to wait till I see what happens before I put anything out into the universe of how things play out. So
yeah, I gotcha. So Sage just, apparently someone tried to hack into their mail account. That is batshit crazy. Why would they want your email?
That's weird.
Is that Black and Mild?
No, actually it's a jar and black. They're Indonesian.
Oh, nice.
Clove cigarettes. Woo! It's not even a business email, it's a personal account. Like what? Like they would want you to. Why hijack someone else's account, like email account, if you weren't going to like sign you up for like nefarious things? Like that's the only thing that I can think of.
You know what? I love you guys. I'm gonna go.
No.
I want to go act so obnoxious right now.
Okay.
I do.
You don't want to act obnoxious on camera?
No, I want to go act really obnoxious. Like, I want to go turn the music up. I want to drink more.
Oh.
My husband wants to go to bed. So, thank you.
Yeah.
If you stay on, I'll watch you.
All right.
And I'm going to get off.
All right.
Love you guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
There we go. Hi, Nikki.
Hello.
How are you doing tonight?
Oh, better than I've been doing.
That didn't sound very convincing.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Should we do more sprints? I think Seamstress was wondering if we were going to be doing sprints. But she might have left because she's looking for sprints. Let's see. I guess I could read my thing. I could read a thing. I was thinking of recording my, oh geez, it's almost 2 hours. I guess I should wrap up too. Jeez Louise. I should wrap up. Do you want to tell the peoples who you are?
Sure. So, I'm not very good at outros, but I'm gonna try. I'm Nikki. I'm a writer. I write fan fiction. I'm trying to write a trilogy. I guess I'm gonna call it a fantasy trilogy with a little romance.
Nice.
So, I have an Instagram, I have Discord, I have Wattpad, and I have fanfiction, fanfiction.net. All those links are on my channel, and I'm trying to get better at posting videos. I've been posting nano vlogs lately, which I didn't do one today.
I guess technically I should do a video wrapping up this week.
Yeah.
I don't have much to talk about, but I guess it's going to be a thing.
And what else? I'm trying to which I haven't done yet. I was gonna make a video of my disability.
Oh.
About my disability. A couple people asked questions on Instagram. So I'm gonna make a video answering those questions.
That's cool. Because representation matters, man. Representation matters. It's good to be understood.
Yeah. And then I'm going to do another video of what was it? I think it's called the personality tag.
Oh, really?
Something like that.
And
that's pretty much all I can think of for me.
Well, thank you all for joining us this evening. I'm Sako Toomey, also known as Cass Voigt. I write horror, and I'm a witch, and I'm a graphic designer, and sometimes I combine those three things. So if you are looking to market yourself as an author, or you're looking to be a witchier witch, please drop by my channel. I would love to see you. And I think I'm going to go harass Catherine and Meadow. I think that's the thing I'm going to do, at least for a little bit before I crash out.
Cool.
Because it is the middle of the night, which means Meadow is without, like, the wee one should be in bed, yeah.
Hmm.
The wee one should be in bed.
I don't think I know that much about Meadow. I'm gonna go check her. I should go check her channel out.
It's not telling me that she's live. Okay, there it is. Oh, Amber's on there too. Cool.
Oh yeah. By the way, thanks for mentioning the tarot card app.
Yeah,
I've been checking it out. It's pretty cool.
it is pretty cool. It's a little clunky, but it gets the job done.
Mm-hmm.
Chill way to spend the evening. Thank you so much, Ekaterina. Thank you so much for the link. Let's go harass Catherine.
Hi, Devin. You're in another stream again.
And Meadow Stream. Yeah, absolutely.
You're in like everybody's stream.
Devin does her best.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for joining us one more time. And I will probably be around in the morning talking about witchy books. Unless I can get Charlie on, in which case we'll talk about Illuminism. And yes, Devin is everywhere. He is all encompassing. Devin the Lord. All right. I'm ending this thing. That's it.